If you're trying to improve your visibility in AI tools, there's a good chance you've come across Ahrefs and Profound. Both help you monitor AI prompts. Both let you see how often your brand appears in AI-generated answers, and both track AI visibility. But after testing both platforms extensively, I think there's one really important difference between them that e-commerce merchants need to understand, and it's this. One of these tools is primarily designed to help you monitor AI visibility. The other is designed to help you improve it. In this video, I'm going to discuss that distinction and what it means for your online store. Stay tuned as I walk you through the key reasons to use Ahrefs over Profound, followed by the reasons you might want to go for Profound instead. Let's start with the reasons to use Ahrefs. 1. Ahrefs gives you access to a much larger AI prompt database. Ahrefs' AI analysis feature, Brand Radar, is built on a very large database of AI prompts and responses. It covers around 400 million monthly prompts. This huge database lets you explore entire e-commerce categories and see which brands AI systems mention most within them. For example, you could examine categories like best e-commerce platforms, best running shoes, top email marketing tools, or best project management software, and quickly identify which brands dominate AI-generated answers in those spaces. Profound works differently. It's much more focused on monitoring prompts that you choose to track, like what's a good Xbox alternative, where can I buy cheap swimming togs, or what's the best electric car. Now, that monitoring-focused approach definitely has advantages and can be much more precise, but it relies on you knowing what you want to track. 2. Ahrefs is better for surfacing prompts that people genuinely use. A lot of merchants assume AI visibility is about appearing for obvious buying intent prompts, like best e-commerce platform, cheap holidays, or best gym clothing brand. But in reality, AI systems often recommend products and brands inside much broader conversations. For example, somebody might ask ChatGPT how to reduce knee pain while jogging, and the AI response might mention a particular brand of shoe insole. Or somebody might ask how to increase team productivity and get a recommendation to try apps like Monday or Trello. Now, because Ahrefs has such a large data set of prompts and responses, it's great at surfacing these non-obvious prompts that lead to brand recommendations. And this matters because these are often the prompts businesses completely overlook when trying to improve their AI visibility. As I mentioned earlier, with Profound, you generally get data on prompts you already want to monitor. It's not as good as Ahrefs at showing you the prompts that people actually use. 3. Ahrefs makes competitor analysis much easier. Ahrefs has a big advantage when it comes to competitor research. Because its Brand Radar tool is built around a massive index dataset, it lets you quickly compare how different brands appear in huge numbers of AI-generated answers. For e-commerce businesses, this can be incredibly useful. For example, you can identify which of your competitors dominate AI recommendations, which product categories they appear in most often, and which topics AI systems associate most strongly with them. And you can draw important lessons about their content strategies from all this. Now, Profound supports competitor tracking too, but again, because it relies on prompts you define, it's less effective than Ahrefs here. The process involves more guesswork, more data entry, and more waiting for monitoring data to come in. 4. Ahrefs helps you identify which publishers influence AI answers in your e-commerce niche. Ahrefs shows you which publishers are being referenced the most by AI tools in your e-commerce niche. It makes it easy to see which blogs, review sites, and user forums are influencing answers about the type of products you sell. You can then use this information to shape outreach campaigns, PR activity, or content partnerships. With Profound, although it tells you which publishers are referenced in answers to specific prompts, it doesn't give you this niche-level understanding of who the most important players in your industry are. 5. Ahrefs gives you a complete SEO toolkit alongside AI visibility data. Getting your content to show up in AI tools is still highly dependent on traditional SEO techniques. If your e-commerce website has strong backlinks, good technical SEO, helpful content, and high topical authority, you're far more likely to appear in AI-generated answers. And this is where Ahrefs has a major advantage over Profound. It gives you AI visibility tracking features, keyword research tools, backlink analysis, technical SEO audits, rank tracking, content analysis, and competitor SEO data. And all this functionality lets you go far beyond simply monitoring AI answers. It lets you influence them. For example, if you discover that a competitor dominates AI answers for a product category, you can ask Ahrefs to show you which keywords they rank for, which backlinks support their pages, and which of their blog posts rank best. You can use this data to reverse engineer successful content and help your own pages and posts become more visible in both search engines and AI tools. In short, Profound is good at showing you what's happening inside AI systems, but Ahrefs gives you a much bigger toolkit for actually influencing those outcomes. Now, with all that said, Profound definitely has some important edges over Ahrefs too. I'll discuss these in just a moment, but before I do, I just want to say that if you're enjoying this video, it would be great if you could give it a thumbs up. Okay, let's move on to the reasons you might want to use Profound instead of Ahrefs. 1. Profound is better for prompt monitoring over time. Profound is specifically designed around ongoing prompt tracking, and this is probably its biggest strength. It lets you create prompt tracking campaigns focused on your brand, your competitors, particular products, and specific industries. It then lets you monitor how the visibility of the prompts you've entered changes over time. You can track metrics like visibility share, citations, competitor rankings, and average positioning within AI answers. Now, Ahrefs does support custom prompt tracking too, but instead of working with timelines and graphs that let you get a sense of ongoing performance, you're dealing more with data snapshots. You can compare snapshots from different points in time against each other, but this makes getting data on your progress a much more manual affair. 2. Profound gives you AI prompt demand estimates. Profound gives you access to an interesting feature called prompt volumes. This attempts to estimate how frequently different AI prompts are being used, similar to the way that SEO tools estimate Google search volumes. Now, because AI companies don't publicly release detailed prompt level usage data, these estimates can't be treated as perfectly precise. There's a bit of guesswork, albeit sophisticated guesswork, going on here. But even so, these estimates can still give you a useful idea of which products and topics people are increasingly asking AI tools about, and help you get a sense of what content to produce going forward. 3. Profound analyzes brand sentiment. Unlike Ahrefs, Profound doesn't just track whether brands appear in AI answers. It also analyzes how AI systems describe them. So, for example, you could use Profound to find out if AI tools associate your e-commerce brand with things like affordability, product quality, innovation, customer service, or premium pricing. You can then use this data to change or improve your positioning or to tweak your product range to suit how you want your brand to be perceived. 4. Profound gives you AI shopping analysis features. Profound gives you dedicated AI shopping analysis features, a toolset that will be of particular interest to e-commerce merchants. These features help you understand which products appear in AI-generated buying recommendations, which attributes AI systems emphasize, and how products are positioned inside AI shopping conversations. So if somebody asks, what are the best running shoes for marathon training, or what's the best standing desk for small offices, Profound can show you which brands and product features AI systems typically prioritize in those answers. Profound also provides Shopify-focused agent analytics tools that show you which product pages AI systems appear to visit during product research. Currently, Ahrefs doesn't really offer an equivalent feature set. 5. Profound supports more AI platforms. Profound currently supports monitoring across a slightly wider range of AI systems than Ahrefs. It surfaces data from ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google AI Mode, Google AI Overviews, Gemini, Copilot, Meta AI, Grok, DeepSeek, and Claude. Ahrefs covers most of the major platforms, but not Claude, Meta AI, or DeepSeek. Okay, so it's verdict time. Which tool is right for you? Well, if your main priority is detailed prompt monitoring and AI visibility reporting over time, especially for e-commerce product discovery, Profound is an excellent choice. Its sentiment analysis, shopping intelligence, and long-term monitoring tools are genuinely impressive. But for most e-commerce businesses, I actually think Ahrefs is the better option. And that's because SEO still plays a huge role in AI visibility. AI systems continue to rely heavily on authoritative content, backlinks, trusted publishers, topical relevance, and strong technical SEO. And Ahrefs doesn't just give you data on AI answers. It gives you the tools you need for your online store and products to show up in those answers. And that's that. I hope you found this comparison helpful. If you did, please do subscribe or follow wherever you're watching. And if you'd like to try either platform out, you'll find links to both tools in the video description. And finally, if you have any questions about Ahrefs or Profound, just drop them in the comments. We read them all and we'll do our best to help.